What's up everyone, today I'm going to be making a video to tell you how you can actually improve at Valorant. I know there's a lot of videos out there already, but I always feel like when I used to watch them, I could never actually use the tips. So it'd be really good while I was watching the video and I'd be like super confident, but then as soon as I queued ranked, I just didn't feel like I could use any of the tips to actually win the game. And so I thought, you know what, maybe I'll try and make one of my own and see if I can help some people out. Because everything I'm going to tell you is pretty much exactly what I used to get from Gold 1 to Diamond 1 in a single season. And that was only just a while ago, so hopefully this can help you, and if it does, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like or even a sub if you're interested in this type of content. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. So my tip number one is going to be aim training. When I was climbing through the ranks, I was using Kovacs for about 30 minutes to an hour every day. Obviously it doesn't have to be some strict thing, and I didn't have it as a strict thing. I kind of think it's better that way. I tried to go every day, but if I couldn't, then oh well, because your time in game is going to help you rank up more than your aim training. It's just aim training is going to help you speed up the process, and it's going to help you target your mouse control and just get that kind of like honed. So to be more specific, I was playing Kovacs. The routines I was following were from the Voltaic community, so I'll leave a link in the description to the Voltaic Discord so you guys can go check it out whenever you want. I'll also have a video on that pretty soon, just to go a little bit more in depth on the topic and make it a little bit easier to know what you kind of have to do, because when you're starting out aim training, it can be a little bit weird and hard to know what you should do and what you should follow. So summary of tip number one, definitely have a little bit of time set aside, whether it's 30 minutes or less, whatever fits your schedule, and just try and do a little bit of aim training, because it's going to help you in the long term. It's going to speed up everything, but remember, you don't have to do it, and if you don't enjoy doing it, then probably just don't do it. So for tip number two, it's going to be watching pros play, or anyone high ranked at all. Watching higher ranked people, especially professionals, is going to give you so many insights on how you should play different situations, different maps, different characters, and overall, if you're paying attention and you're watching what they're doing, you can apply so much to your game, and it's going to instantly help you play way better. I know I watched a lot of videos of Arsuna, Sinatra, Tens, etc. when I was playing, and I think especially for different situations, I was able to find out, maybe where I should play. Let's say like Icebox on A, sometimes I'd be sitting there and I have no idea where I should play, but if you're watching a pro, you can tell, okay, this is professional, they know this is a good position, maybe I should look at this, and you can figure out, okay, I can play this spot, this is a strong spot to hold, this is where I should look, like stuff like that. And then from that point, you can kind of expand on it yourself. And if you keep playing the position, then you'll learn like, okay, while I'm here, I need to watch out for this, blah, blah, blah. If you don't know where to start when you're watching them, I think two things that you should probably look out for is just maybe how they use utility, especially on certain characters, maybe the character you main, for example. And then I'd also look at maybe maps and how they play on certain maps, because that's usually a big problem in lower ranks, is that people don't know how to push properly or where to hold. So that'll help you out a lot in that aspect. And so a quick summary of tip two, basically just watch pros, watch high ranked people, and try and take important things away. Take things that are going to help you in your games, and take things that are super general and easy to remember, so you know that you're able to apply that to your game, and next time you can do that. So for tip number three, it's going to be for you to reflect on your gameplay as you play. This is one you've definitely heard before, but I just want to try and explain it in a way that you'll be able to use it effectively, because once I kind of thought about it, it's something that you shouldn't undervalue, and it's something that's going to help you improve on your game sense a lot. So pretty much, if you haven't heard it, it's just going to be that every time you die, I want you to reflect on why you died. That means to think about, what did you do wrong? How did they outplay you? And a really big one is, how could I have played that to where we would have won? And that's how you come up with strategies. That's how you're going to be able to push and win next time. And it's going to overall just build your game sense to another level. This is also a great way to avoid autopiloting for like an entire game, because no one likes autopiloting for an entire game. And another thing I'd say regarding this is, a really big thing that I found helpful was to make this super general. So don't just think, okay, I was pushing this one side in this one lane and I peeked the wrong way where I should have peeked at this little corner. Like, maybe try and generalize it and make it something that's actually rememberable and something that you'll be able to actually use and apply next time. So something you could do is, maybe you peeked in 2, maybe next time you think about it as in, instead of peeking and wide swinging, you need to isolate your angles more and take one-on-ones rather than swinging out into multiple people of the enemy team. Stuff like that, because that's something easy that you can remember and you can apply it in different situations, so it's not just specific to that one spot. So yeah, that's how I was able to apply this, and that's how I found this tip helpful. I know I heard this a lot as well, but I just was never able to actually use it. It felt like a super hard one. Like, obviously I died there. If I knew what to do, I wouldn't have died there, but if you just actually sit down there and make general tips out of it, it's really helpful. So for tip number 4, it's just going to be to keep a good mindset through your games. This is another one you've heard in every other video, but I think if you think about it from a different perspective, it can actually help a lot. This one should be more obvious than the others, but just don't be that guy in game. No one wants that guy on their team that's just flaming and just like really angry for no reason. Just bringing in energy like that to a game, you're just asking to lose. So yeah, I'll keep this one quick. It's really obvious. You don't have to be some sunshine flower. All you have to be is just trying to win and not flaming everyone. Everyone's gonna play worse. No one's gonna have the vibes. It's just gonna be a horrible match. So yeah, definitely leave the other games in the past, get into a new game, have a fresh mindset, don't be flaming your teammates. So for tip number 5, the final tip, it's just going to be to play with friends. When you party up with people that you know are consistent and that you know can perform at your level, even if they have a bad game, then you're reducing the amount of people that you can get that are going to be like really bad, because everyone gets horrible teammates at one point. So it's better to play with teammates that you know are good as much as you can. I know not everyone can, but sometimes if you can, it's a really good option, and it's definitely going to help you climb. And it's not even just bad teammates, it's also way easier to communicate with people that you partied with, way easier, you know them better, and everything along that line. If you don't have any friends, then I'd say you could even just try adding people that are pretty good in game. I know I've done that a fair bit of times, and I've got a lot of people from just games that I queue up with pretty regularly now. So yeah, that's a good option. So there you have it, guys. Those are the 5 things that I use to climb all the way from gold 1 to diamond 1 in a season. Now I say it's a season just because the games that I played in the previous one, which was the gold 1 to gold 3 that you saw at the start, was like 3 days before reset. I just thought I'd hop on quickly. I hadn't played Valorant in a long time, so basically it was all in the same season. And I know the other triangle doesn't show anything below plat, but that's just because I played a lot of games. So yeah, I started pretty low then as well. And yeah, this is literally what I use. This is all I needed. Obviously, it's easier said than done, but if you can do this, you can put in the time, it's pretty easy. I guarantee that you'll see improvement. If you guys have any future video ideas you want to see, then feel free to drop them below. I've got a few things in mind that I'll be posting pretty soon, so I guess stay tuned for that if you enjoyed the video. That's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next video.